Hello. So I said I was going to do a big opening on Doctor Strange when he came to the latest packs, but I was testing him, as you can see in my last video, and I liked him a lot. So I am going to save the 203 legendary tokens, as you can see, for when Strange actually makes it to the packs. For now, he's not available. As you can see, it's still Black Bolt, Black Widow, and the Hulk. So I will save those tokens for that. But I am going to actually spend some of my CP and see if I can actually get him cover maxed out of this 5,000. I have seen a couple other people do it, but I've also seen some people spend about 3,000 and not even come close to getting him cover max. So let's go. Let's get it going. All right, second pull. Looks like a good start. Oh, two back to back. That's rare, pretty rare, even at 10%. So far we're 1,000 in, and it's not really too good, not really too bad as far as the pulls go. Oh, a Gwen pull. That's a good one. For your information, guys, Gwenpool is a very strong character, extremely strong. She does a lot of damage. Right now, she is actually glitched on her green Chekhov's gun, but once they fix that so it actually targets the way it's supposed to, she's going to be back to the insanely powerful character that she really is. She's really, really good. Alright, looks like my drops are starting to get better. think I've only seen one blue so far. Maybe I wasn't paying too much of attention, but blue's really good. Really, really good. Oh, real quick about the little android on Strange's forehead. A friend of mine in my alliance has this thing about Apple products, so I figured I'd put a little android on Strange's head for this video. I'm getting a lot of Agamottos. That power, honestly, oh, good, another blue. You good. At least one more blue, I think I'll be pretty close. Oh, so one quick thing, there was an announcement that they were going to, for the month of November, use some alternate covers for some artists or something. Some of them are okay, some of them I honestly just do not like at all. That's neither here nor there, but, you know, I guess to each his own. Blue? Shit. Come on. Just need one more blue. Game's trolling me right now. I'm not liking it. Blue, come on. Oh. Please be blue. Yes. I'm done. At least for now. So I started with 5301. I'm down to 2508. So it cost me approximately 2,793, which is not too bad. So let's see what we actually get him to off of this. I will bother champing everybody here momentarily. So as you can see, Start with the 1 blue. Now, when I champ him, I will be putting him at 5 blue versus 5 purple, because as you can see, at 5 purple, he targets attack tiles, projectiles, strike invisibility, or trap. Trap tiles I'm not really too scared of, so there's no point really going in 5. At 4, it still has attack, protect, strike, or invisibility. Not really too worried about invisibility either, so that's why I'm just going to go with 3. So it still gets attack, protect, or strike tiles. 5 blue is a must with him. His blue is so good. I'm telling you now, you need to go 5 blue. So let's max him. Go ahead, promote him, so we can go ahead and respec him immediately to 535. Alright, so there we go. His health is 35,842 at level 450, which honestly is the lowest out of any 5-star to date. So that's supposed to be because his powers are his mainstay. You're not supposed to be tanking so much, but he has a really high damage factor on his blue, so you'll have to kind of watch that. So he is a very, very strong character, so just try to balance out what you have on your team and just try to make the best use of him, because in PvE he will be very, very good. So let's just see how many extra covers I have to get him leveled up. Just the 3, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So 453 for now. Let's go ahead and do the rest of these champ levels. Gwen is the 361. That's awesome. Honestly, she is a very fun character. One of the best new characters I have played with in a while. If you guys get a chance to get her, I would suggest getting her. She's not straightforward at all. It'll be one of those things that once you get her, you need to be ready for it. Because using her purple, you're going to need to know all your exploit codes, and she can do a lot of damage on her purple and her green. I mean, Red Hulk is another good one. Alright, my game is actually starting to slow down tremendously due to all the leveling. Come on, you can do it. Alright, yeah, like I said, I was going to wait for him to actually come to the latest packs and just do a mass opening there, but honestly, I liked him way more than I thought I would, because when his powers first came out on the descriptors, they didn't sound all that great. They really didn't. I mean, his blue seemed really good. His passive seemed really good, but there was just something about his purple that was just throwing me off. And even though, like, in action, I'm still not that impressed by his purple, his blue and his yellow are just so good in PvE. He's a very fun character. He's going to be very solid in PvE. So if you can get him for PvE alone, I would suggest to do it, because he makes PvE enjoyable again, because you can just fly through goon nodes like it's nothing. If you guys ever want me to give any character breakdowns or team analysis, just let me know. That's the one thing I enjoy doing the most, and I've actually played with all of these characters versus just, some of these other people I've seen who try to analyze them on paper only and never actually play with them. Because analyzing characters on paper, worst thing you can ever do. Because there's going to be things that come up that you never plan for, or you never think about doing with their powers. So, if you guys ever want me to just do a video on a character or a team, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Alright, last one. Alright guys, well that's it for my my strange pack opening. So I did get him. I got him maxed. I didn't go through as much CP, thankfully, as I thought I was going to. I honestly thought I was going to end up on some really bad streak and it was just going to cost me most of my CP. So it looks like I'm at roughly half of what I started with, just over half after all my champing. So I honestly feel like I came out ahead on this, because I got a great character to play around with. And like I said, if you guys ever want me to just do any character breakdowns with anybody, just let me know. So, alright. So, as you can see look at that damage. There is one thing to note, that originally they said his passive was going to do 8,000 damage whenever an enemy fired a power. To a lot of the higher level players, that seemed excessive, and thankfully they actually did lower that damage down to around 5,000 at 450. So to me it seems a lot more balanced and fair. The active part of the power at 14 does still cost a lot, but it's going to be more of a finishing move versus something you want to be spamming anyway. His blue, on the other hand, very good. Never a time when you just don't want to cast this once you have the AP. It stuns, it steals AP. I'm sorry, no, it does not steal. it destroys. There is a difference between steal and destroying of AP. Destroy simply means it will take the AP away from the enemy and you don't get it. If you were stealing it, you would actually take it away and you would gain it. So in this instance, all you're doing is taking it away from the opponent, which is still very good. And the one thing to note is that you actually pick the color that you want to drain. So say you're up against an Iron Man Hulkbuster, and he's got a repulsor blast that he's building up, and so he's building up red. You go ahead, you cast his blue, you stun whichever character is giving you the most problems on their team at the time, put it on red. Each turn, it's going to drain 3 red from the team. That is very, very good. I cannot stress how good that is. Then on top of that, he's going to be dealing 6,500 damage every turn that CD tile is out. So that's 18,000 minimum, as long as you can keep that tile out. And you can pair him up with Green Goblin. Green Goblin will protect that CD tile the entire time it's out. He will fortify it and keep it going. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get that damage in. But like I said, that's strange. There's a lot more to the character, but that's pretty much him in a nutshell. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, or you want me to do any character analysis, or you just want to see a certain team, just let me know in the comments, or just message me. I'm always open. I'll answer whatever questions I can. But all right, guys, have a good one.